Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Bargain Bin, a show about speedrunning video games all under $20. I'm your host, Midnight Vesper, and if you're new here, well, here's how this kind of works. For more current/digital games, we'll be looking at digital stores like Steam, GOG, itch.io, Ubisoft, Epic, etc., to look at the list/MSRP price. For retro games, we'll be using a wide assortment of price charting websites and looking at the loose price of the game. We do not count any sales or discounts as they vary from time of purchase. Couple announcements real fast. We do have Awesome Games Done Quick 2023 online will be January 8th through the 15th. The games list for the first submission period is out, and actually, the schedule for the first submission will be coming out tonight as well. More on that in just a second. The second submission period, however, for games released after September 1st, is now open until the 12th of this month. Visit gamesdonequick.com for more info. And like I said, the submission period for the first part of that will be coming out tonight. Kind of think of it as like a sneak peek of what's coming up here at Awesome Games Done Quick 2023 online. And if you want to follow what GDQ is up to, use !links in chat for all things GDQ. Your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel help support Games Done Quick, both with Hotfix and with Awesome Games Done Quick 2023 online costs. So please consider subscribing if you enjoy the daily GDQ content. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hello YouTube, hope you all are having a wonderful day. Be sure to press that like button in this video and subscribe to the channel. Also, head to twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick if you're interested in looking at our live content starting weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. For tonight's show here on The Bargain Bin, I'm going to showcase two really fun runs. Later on, we're going to have Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition, but I thought for this episode, I'd do something a little bit different. Since I've been doing this for 2 years, I've actually never focused myself on this speedrun, so I thought, why not? I'll showcase one of my favorite speedruns, Karmaflow, the rock opera video game. So with that being said, I'll toss it on over to the runner of this game, Midnight Vesper. Hello. That was stupid. That was weird. Anyways, yes, well, I will be showcasing Karmaflow, the rock opera video game. This is a really interesting music-based video game where it is a platformer-based, but also in the same mindset of all of that. This is a opera-based music game, meaning all the songs in this platformer will be done as kind of an opera, metal opera type situation. So you'll kind of understand within the first couple of seconds, and you'll get an idea of this. If you're big into European metal, this is a game that you will love. It is a fantastic game, and we have so much more coming up. So we'll go ahead and start this run here in a couple of minutes. We'll go ahead and go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So, as you can see, we're getting to the loaded screen. We go ahead and get things started completely off by showing you exactly what's going on. Each area here has kind of an own little world. You play as the Karma Keeper. The Karma Keeper is essentially someone who gets a chance to listen to every single issue what's going on in these particular worlds. And as you have these particular worlds, you have basically two sides. You're supposed to hear each individual side. You're supposed to hear the side for, and in this world, it's actually going to be the muse and the conductor. Each individual one is going to have its own little plot line that the intro of each individual world tells you. In this particular one, it's actually for all of them, we have the narrator. The narrator is actually voiced by Charlotte Vessels of solo artist now. Used to be of the band Delane. You'll have other situations where you'll have you'll see other characters here in a little bit, but like each of these are voiced by very high staples in the metal community. And what's really interesting also about this particular run is that it was actually crowdfunded in 2015. So it has a really good soundtrack. The soundtrack is available on Steam as well. I believe it's still less than $20 for both the soundtrack and for the game itself. And you'll see some really interesting kind of creations with all of the characters. Very unique custom design. And so what you'll see here in a second is the Karma Keeper, as I mentioned earlier. That's exactly who I'm playing as. And you notice this world kind of has this snowy kind of slow kind of sadness to it. The point of this particular world is the muse and the conductor were once partners in that aspect of things, and there was some issues involving dissonance. And dissonance would essentially be kind of the argumentative mindset, if you will, going off and kind of explaining all that. And that's what kind of corrupts all the people that are going to be involved with this particular world. Oh, okay. This is interesting. Come on. There we go. And we'll go ahead and do this. And again, this is also kind of a tutorial mode. So the Protokeeper is voiced by Boss Dolmans of, used to be X-Zystis was the name of the project that Boss was involved with, called Zystis. The entire show of that performance was actually on YouTube, so if you want to go off and check that out as well. The Protokeeper is kind of the person who helps you learn all the tutorials. Okay. 3. And they want you to do these tutorials 3 times each to kind of make sure you have an idea of what's going on. In a way with that. 1, 2, 3. Now, in the past, I've had situations to where this game can be a little funky in terms of that. So I take that safety save there, because if we don't, then we have to repeat basically all of it all over again, which we do not want to do. So we're going to go jump off of here. Take that second jump and then fly right out over here. And that's mostly what I was concerned about. All right. Now I just got to be really careful here about jumping off of here, because one wrong move and we fall off, which we do not want to have happen. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, that's a little finicky. Again, this is kind of like it's off the beaten path. I don't really consider it out of bounds. We do go out of bounds a lot in here, but this particular way, and you'll see those quick saves at the bottom right there. They do have somewhat of an importance here. And now we have the ability to fly. Flying is going to be very key for pretty much everything about this particular speedrun. The game tells us that we're supposed to go, basically points us in the direction we're supposed to go. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is we're going to go over here, and this is actually, surprisingly, we're only like a couple minutes into the run. Kind of one of the trickier parts of this particular run. So. All right, and then... And it won't look like it if I do this right. Okay, good. I did it right. So we are out of bounds now. That trick can be incredibly frustrating, especially when you first learn it, because it's very, very, very precise on where you need to go in order to make sure you have the right section. And as you kind of saw there, the game kind of fought with me to get me back inbounds. And now you're going to probably see some metal pipes come flying down here, some icicles. There we go. There's one. And, okay, we only got one. That's not bad. I'll take that. And go flying up here. And now, once again, we're completely out of bounds. And you could hear there how the game was really fighting with me to get me, because it did not want me to go out of bounds. We take this path to go right down over here. And we skip a large portion of this first area. Now, these creatures that are standing over here are part of a actual throat singing side of things. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. It didn't throw me out. That is actually also very precise in the speedrun, only because if you do that wrong, this section will throw you out, and basically you have to reset in order to get back to exactly where you were. And that whole section was a throat singing, and you do a lot of puzzles. Again, this is a puzzler platformer type situation. It's really unique in that aspect of, while it is very, very heavily musically focused, it's a very fun puzzler platformer. So that white stuff that you saw there was air being echoed by a lower brass section, and the music in this game all of it is completely original, and none of it is MIDI. The actual score of the soundtrack was done by the Metropole Orchestra, which I believe was based in the Netherlands. I don't know what that one. I think I went too slow, though. Got it. Okay. And, of course, being that it's wind, the wind will push you back a little bit. And we have these little ice barriers to kind of put us there. Wait for that to be done, and then we can go ahead and go right on over here. I'm going to try a trick here. And it did not work. So the thing that's really interesting about this game is that the controls can be a little finicky in the aspect that I don't want to say it's level, but sometimes if you want to jump, the game will say, oh, no, we're going to double jump here. And that can throw things off. And this part is actually somewhat difficult because you have to go all the way up here. Then you want to go over here. Then grab that. Gonna do it again. Right there was a situation where the game was just like, nope. There we go. The camera is also your enemy in this game. There we go. Okay. And that is an entire puzzle done. So again, because the way this game is, ooh, that's interesting. The game will pretty much just go off in a whim and be like, no, we don't want to work. Or like, we're supposed to do these puzzles. Wow. And, you know, walls are things sometimes. So I just clipped right through the walls and we do the entire puzzle there. And that's all that pretty much is. And this is actually supposed to be a boss fight that we're supposed to go over here. That right there is actually a boss fight with the conductor, which I'll get into just a second. But luckily, we know workarounds here. So we're going to go around this temple here. Go through all these tree branches. And then we'll go up here. I'm going to go right... Oh, no! Oh, no! Game could be a little bit interesting there. I was just off by a fraction of a second, and it kicked me just right out. All right. I focus on the number 3 a lot in this particular game. I'm not exactly 100% sure why. It's just a lot of times I do 3 dashes just to kind of get me exactly where I want. There we go. And now you can actually dash through that, but it's really risky, only because by dashing right there, you can see how small that is. So, okay, good. I was a little afraid I was going to get the double jump there by accident. So again, 1, 2, probably it's good enough. And we'll go right down over here, and we'll dash. And that pretty much almost ends World 1. So now, because like I said earlier, this is Karmaflow, the rock opera video game, and we get to make decisions, everything else along those lines, these cutscenes also help dictate that. So these are kind of like interesting little interludes that we will inevitably have to control, because we will decide whether or not we want to help the muse or help the conductor. So now that we have go through all this, we don't get a chance to see the introductions of these individual people because we're supposed to see them earlier. We skipped a lot of songs, we skipped a lot of lamenting, kind of going off between these two characters. So in this particular one, Muse is the person in blue. That is voiced by Alyssa White-Gluz of Arch Enemy. Also, if you've played Metal Hellsinger, you will understand that voice as well as Alyssa White-Gluz. I believe it is pronounced Gluz. So, and then the conductor is voiced by Mark Hudson of Dragon Force fame. And if you played a lot of music-based video games, I'm sure you played Rock Band. You've heard the song Through the Fire and Flames. That was Dragon Force. So we do have this kind of really good connection between the music world and this.
I knew you were still here beside me.
All right, and then like I said earlier, this is where we kind of have issues kind of going off here, where we decide to infuse to help the conductor, or we extract to help the muse. Because it's actually right here, we're just going to go ahead and grab one of those. I've been theorizing if I can do that. I've been theorizing for the longest time if I can do it. I just did. So now I'm curious if that affects the run at all. Okay, so it probably won't affect the run, but yeah. So also we will be using an earlier patch of this to execute the glitch in the next world. One of the ways that you can really tell if you have it, if you look at the captions here, every now and then there's a typo. There's something that pops up that what's going on with that? Like right there. You see how it's got the little square instead of an apostrophe for one. That's one of those like, okay. That basically goes off and tells me that I'm on the right build of this game. I do have chat up, by the way. So, and now that I did that, like I said, I got a chance to get to this cutscene here. So I'm really curious here. So chat, let me ask you this while we go through this, and I have chat up and I'll be able to watch. Chat, what type of bands do you all listen to? Anything from, maybe you listen to Blind Guardian, maybe you listen to System of a Down, maybe you listen to Taylor Swift, anything and all in between. What are you all, what's on your playlist right now, chat? I'm very curious to know. It's so, like, I see chat, I was like, this music rocks, people love this music. It's so hard to commentate while this music is playing, though. And there's so much else about this. So they used to have a Bandcamp account for those that are interested about the music, where you can buy the entire soundtrack in lots of different formats, including FLAC, 320 kilobits per second. And it was the extended soundtrack. So you had all the background music, you had the alternate lyrics. Yeah, if you're a fan of Metal Hellsinger, I see that in chat, Metal Hellsinger OST. If you're a fan of Metal Hellsinger, then you probably would like this as well. If you're a fan of the metal genre and like puzzler platformers, you would love this. I see that. I see you all. See some Metallica, Megadeth, Coheed. There's a lot of ooh. All right, so again, we have all of this here, so we get to infuse or extract. For this particular section, we're just going to go ahead and extract, mostly because it's a little bit faster. And that's all of World 1. Unfortunately, we are extracting and we're essentially sacrificing our conductor, but it's somewhat of an okay type situation only because we are reuniting the love between the music and conductor. So, we are making that happen.
I welcome the end.
I'm enjoying what I'm seeing here in chat. And again, like I said, the game came out in 2015. It's not one of these games that you have to have super high-end graphics. As you can see, we do go through all of this. It's really fun. Welcome to World 2. Again, we have Charlotte Vessels here kind of we have Charlotte Vessels explaining the story. Essentially, what it happens is you have your guide and you have shaman, and the guide is essentially kind of letting people basically be a barrier between one world and a second world. And essentially, what happens is you have to basically cleanse and your corruption and all of that before you can get past the next thing. And you have to go through that. What happened was someone entered in who was so full of corruption, as you're going to hear in a second, that it corrupted the guide. So, right here. And what happens is it basically put into a situation to where the guide was like, nope, we're not going to do anything else anymore. No one's going to be a part of this. Everything is, I'm not going to do anything else anymore. So, and because of that, he stopped doing what the job was. So our mission, casually, would be to find the shaman and try to see if we can get the shaman to go back to the guy here and figure out what we can do here to kind of remedy the situation. This is where a major glitch comes into play. And you'll see here, like, each individual world has a kind of different theme in terms of its artwork. So World 1 was very snowy, it was very cold, it was kind of, sad, if you will. This is you can see, like, the grass is grown, it's not being mowed. It has a very rustic feel to it. It looks very decaying. So that's what each individual world kind of has, that unique aspect to it, that it's all in that realm. All right, so we're going to go flying down here. And we kind of learn more about the second part here, which is going to be these creatures here. So you see how there's a contrast of the kind of rustic orange to the purple. And this is a way to explain to you that if you jump onto this purple area, this little being here will basically do what we were doing to everything else. I did forget to say that. So our maneuvers here are going to be basically kind of like extracting what's known as karma points away from creatures. So we're essentially taking away karma from them and pushing them into these points. And ooh, all right, hello. There we go. And that's what these points are what we use to kind of manipulate the world. And you'll see a stutter here in a second because right here, we get our nice little ball friend. I don't have a name for the ball friend, but really there's nothing special about the friend here. It's more along the lines in World 4 that's going to be the issue. Ooh, okay. All right, so once again, we're going to skip this entire world. We're going to go all the way over here, and this is the only reason why we go back and use an earlier build, is because of this one section right here, found, I believe, by Random Pink Bunny. Shoutouts to Random Pink Bunny, as well as the entire community, who was playing an older version of the game and didn't realize it, went all the way over here, and then went to the end of the world. Which is kind of sad, because you don't get to hear a lot of the great sound of the shaman, which is voiced by Lindsay Schoolcraft of Cradle of Filth. And then this is Mark Janssen of Epica / I forgot the name of the band. But mostly from Epica, and then Mark was also in another another big band that also had a lot of other various lead singers. But you get all of that, and essentially what we do is we kind of take the bad ending where the guide's like, nope. In order to fix the situation, I have to destroy everything. So we get through that. And that's technically the end of Act 1. So when this game first came out, there was only one act. And that was it. And then later on, I believe in March of the same year, they released Act 2. What's interesting to me about Act 2, number one, is the audio is a little bit lower, which is really interesting. I don't fully understand that. But it's a little bit longer, and there's a whole lot more to it when it comes to this. So, welcome to World 3. The longest world we have here in the game. So, World 3 is also kind of, I wouldn't say the darkest, but maybe the most popular because of the artists that are involved with it. And so, again, as Charlotte is explaining to us, we have the father of this royal family, and had a sudden loss, if you will. And as the king kind of left us, well, their heirs, the sun brother and the bird goddess, didn't have a lineage on who was supposed to be part of it. So there's been definitely a lot of dissonance as to who takes the throne after we no longer have the king. So the bird goddess went to the seas, the sun brother went up to the skies. And so welcome to World 3. It's very royal, it's very regal, there's a lot more kind of triumphant colors, there's a lot more of that. Alright. And then we go right down over here. And if you oh, I missed it. That's new. Okay. All right. That's okay. I can recover from that. All right. So when I was going off and saying, also the game may crash here. Let's hope the game doesn't crash. It's entirely possible the game could, yeah, essentially, well, not necessarily crash, but corrupt itself, I guess is a weird way of putting it. You'll see here in a second. The game will just randomly tell me that I died. So one thing that I do like is that every character here, like that one, you still get to see their name. So we had Marjorie Angela for Demetrius, and I'm not sure if I got that right. Okay, we didn't crash. So also that is the bird goddess. I got confused by my wording in my notes here. It's actually the moon sister that's underwater. You're right. That has actually never happened before because I've actually always gotten that karma point at the very beginning. And for some odd reason, the game was like, nope, we're just gonna let you miss it. It's a small thing we can recover easily. All right. So I do have to concentrate a little bit here. So I'll do the best that I can to explain. But that's not good. Okay. So we do have, we're kind of not going out of bounds as much as we are using the using how the game is built to our advantage to skip a lot of this area. Grab that here, and we're set to go back to exactly where we were. This is tricky too. Right here can be a little bit interesting because again, we're not supposed to go on this railing, but by going on this railing, we save a lot of time and we save a lot of this world. Again, you can have the ability to dash through this, but it's also very risky. So for the purposes of the showcase here, I'm actually not going to dash. Because again, we want to showcase everything. I got to make sure I'm in close to the right location. Looks like we're about right there. Okay. There we go. And this is also because you really don't get a good footing about where you're supposed to go. For me, I like to use that little orange circle there as mostly as a guide of where I need to go to make sure I don't actually fall off because, yes, I've fallen off there. And it's not fun. And we're going to go use these winds to our advantage. I'm going to take that. Then we'll go over here, lose 3 points. Wind plays a huge factor in this particular world. And pretty much for a good little while, wind's going to play a nice factor about this game. All right, I'm going to go over here. Can I grab him? Okay, I grabbed him for another safety. Karma point. Right there. Nuts. Okay. Game's being a little rude, but that's all right. occasionally you can kind of see to where it's like doing this is really interesting because of where we're supposed to be positioning ourselves and how small the hitbox can be for these. We're gonna go through here and then glide our way through this here. And again, you have to be careful with this because there are invisible walls all over the place that if you hit them, they will instantly kill you, which we do not want to see that happen. If you're too high or too low, there are walls around. So we do not want that at all. Oh, see? Prime example. Prime example. All right. That time I was too low. Which has happened, just not on every occasion. And now I gotta make sure I'm not too high. I think I'm good. A good point of reference is to go through the middle part of this drape. If you can hit that, like what's about to happen, like right there, 9 times out of 10, probably more than that, you're gonna be fine. And then you just slowly glide down. Now, this is gonna be important because you don't wanna just fall, because again, there's no actual mapping of where the walls are here. So we don't necessarily want to have that happen. Once we get to a certain point to right about here, we should be okay though. And we got to be careful because if we constantly fall, we will get stuck in the ground, which is not good. Here we're going to reload the game because the game doesn't, if we don't reload it, the game doesn't think we're here. By reloading it, it says, oh, you've completed all of this world so far. So then we get these, and anyone who's played games in the last little while knows about these railings. Railings were a big thing in the mid-2000s. I didn't also explain that the music here, if you listen to it, it's kind of a little tricky to head bop to, because it's not in true 4/4. I have to remember which side I'm supposed to be on. I think this is right. I hope so. Do that, and then... Yep, okay, we're good, okay. And so the music is in 7/4 or 7/8. I think it's 7/4. Essentially, it takes a little bit out of the beat, while it gives it a little bit more kind of spice to it, I guess is one way of putting it. And you can hear it, because if you count like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, kind of to the actual like kind of beat, it kind of gives you an idea of what you're talking about here. All right, and then anyone here are music fans in here, and I know there's a lot of metalheads, so there's probably a couple of musicians, can probably help me explain that while I'm trying to run. For this, I also kind of use the wind as kind of an example about where to go. All right. And so we'll just we're almost done with this section to where I can actually talk about one of my fave singers here coming up in a moment. And then we go over here. And if for some odd reason you fall off, you don't die, you just fall off and have to redo part of it again. So that is not all of World 3, but that's basically a good chunk of it. So let me introduce you to the son brother of Tony Kakko, mostly known as the lead singer of the band Sonata Arctica. I used to know, I think they are, yeah, they're Finnish. Yeah, they're from Finland. So a lot of power metal, a lot of respect about that genre here. And a lot of it was also because of the composer of this, who was also the composer for Zysis, as we mentioned earlier. Excuse me. And they kind of got the whole thing together. That's where a lot of this came from. It was like I said, crowdfunded project. I believe it raised roughly close to $500,000. And that's also how they kind of got a lot of the contacts. So you'll see some individuals who have known the composer. I'm not going to pronounce the name only because I think I'm going to completely mess it up. But I think it's like Evo Von DIJK, I think is what it is. All right, so now we go in underwater, and like, you know, any good puzzler game needs to have an underwater level, right? The sad thing about this run, I think, is that you lose a lot of like the artistry about it. Also, we no longer fly; we have our propeller on our back, so that's nice. And we're gonna go right down over here. This is kind of where we're supposed to be going. We're supposed to jump on those, but we're not going to. Once again, another trick found by Random Pink Bunny. We're just gonna go right down over here. And we're gonna go right, if I put it correctly, okay. Wait for it, and then you see that thing load on the bottom there. So we're gonna go through and skip and go right to the boss fight. And yes, there are boss fights in this game. We do skip a song talking about how the Moon Sister is very angry about what's going on. Let's see here, 2. And that's... I'm trying to do 2 things at once. 8, 9. All right, and then if we did it right, the camera should pan behind me. Yep, and showcase this giant fish of sorts. Who is, I guess, friends with the Moon Sister. And what we're trying to do is trying to stop it from eating us or knocking us into these purple sections. I think I did that. Okay, yeah. All right. Oh, wait, no. The camera messed me up there. Thanks, camera. How does this game feel control-wise? It's not bad. It's actually like you can play this with keyboard and mouse. For the speedrun, it's a little bit easier for the majority of the runners to use keyboard and mouse. Don't throw me into anything. Okay. Controls feel very solid. There's a couple times where if you jump, the game thinks you double jumped. So that is a slight issue, but I mean, they're smooth enough. But yeah, you can use keyboard, mouse. You can use controller. It's either or really. I use my controller. Controller. And this would be one of the longer cutscenes that we have coming up here in a little bit. So I didn't say this, that the Moon Sister is voiced by Eilise Ride of the band Amaranth. I believe Amaranth is still a thing. But yeah, now they get a chance to reunite. They're not happy with each other because, you know, of the dissonance saying who's supposed to control this. You know, they're still trying to have that argumentative mind. Like I said, Moon Sister took over the lakes, took over the rivers, while the Sun Brother, figure this out. Oh, look, the brother and sister, they're hugging. It's all nice. Or is it? See? Let's let that listen out for a little bit. So look at the placement of the Karma Keeper. Because once we get control again, our position has shifted in not the possibly right way. So as you can see, we are facing towards this kingdom right here. When we get control, we'll be facing the water. Surprisingly, we are not going to extract. We're actually going to go all the way over here and we're going to infuse. And there's actually a reason for that. Aside from that's a little bit shorter cutscene-wise, we're actually going to go off and infuse, and then we're going to continue onward, because if we do that, if you look very, very closely in the back here, you'll notice that we still have control in this particular cutscene. which means it gives us the advantage to position ourselves exactly where we need to be so that as soon as we get control again, we can immediately go right back into the cutscene. Right here, if you look at the bottom, I'm just kind of making a little circle right here. Is this inspired by Japanese style? I'm not 100. I actually do not know the answer to that one. That's actually a really good question because I'm not exactly sure where the art style came from. Sadly, the studio that made this, known as Base Camp Games, they seem to have moved on to strictly mobile now, which is sad because this is such a unique and a loving game to the power metal franchise and to the music industry, and it's such a unique concept with it being a music platformer, a music puzzler platformer. So I would have loved to see more, especially because there are more creative outlets for other musicians like this to be inspired by. I saw Coheed and Cambria. Coheed and Cambria, I think, would be fun to make a game out of with the way of Claudio's art design and stuff like that. And then you also have, artists like Arjun, and then you have Devin Townsend, who all do a really good job of creating wonderful, unique, progressive stories into their music. So, yeah. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. All right. Let's see here. You'll see in a second where I'll be able to push myself. There we go. All right. Right around here is where I need to go. I see that is this Charlotte Vessels. No, Charlotte is actually in this game though. You'll hear Charlotte here in a little bit. I was a little off. All right, so then once we get control, if we gained enough karma points, which we should have, even though we did miss the one earlier, what we're going to do is we're going to infuse and take away the Moon Sister's power, basically making sure that no matter what, that our son brother wins. Yep. And again, every decision here gives you a different scenario, it gives you a different ending. So it's really interesting when you get to play all that. So we're going to go ahead and basically imprison our sister, which I'm not quite comfortable with. All right, so then we imprison our sister over here. And we throw her in her own little cell, which, I'm curious on what type of power that is. Is it just a water orb, or is it like an air orb or something? And does the orb go away after we imprison our little moon sister there? So now we're going on to World 4. World 4, unfortunately, does not have one of these cutscenes. We're going to skip it, and we're going to have a pretty big couple skips in World 4. Someone said, if this Charlotte, here is Charlotte right here. Oh yeah, orb. This one doesn't really, you get a chance to know the story through Charlotte. Unfortunately, we really don't need to know more about it because we're going to be doing a lot of platforming here. A lot of platforming. While this is not the most, I'd say World 3 is probably the most we have in terms of platforming. World 4 is close to it. Also, I did say there are technically 5 worlds. This is, in a lot of places, they have World 4 plus an epilogue, but the epilogue is kind of its own unique world. And you'll see that. Sadly, we're not going to hear the song. It is called, I think, The Hero and the Heart by Henning Basse of Mayan and Danielle de John of Textures. I'm that one I couldn't pronounce correctly. Please, by all means, if I pronounce the name wrong, please let me know, by the way. And so, kind of like in the same thing, completely different world. This is different atmospheres, different environments, very humid, very humid. It looks like a desert almost. You can see plants are dying. Essentially, because you have the hero and the heart, they all kind of work together to help keep this planet, or keep this world going. And as there was distance between the two, well, they both kind of stopped. And then all the production, all the other parts of this world stopped working as well. And as such, the world started, becoming what you see now. Casually, how long is this game? Probably somewhere between maybe 10 to 15 hours. It's not necessarily that long of a game, but it's fun, and it's actually got some really good puzzles to it. Whoa, hi. All right. So we're going to use the spring here to let us fly us into this cityscape, abandoned cityscape, if you will. So we can all go, whee, and land here. So when we land, like we did earlier in World 3, we're not going to go ahead and move forward. We're going to wait for the loading screen to tell us that its checkpoint has been made. So we reload the checkpoint to give us exactly where we need to go. Wait for it. And then there we go. All right. Load game. Also, you don't want to button mash through that, because sometimes your character will jump out of this little cage there, and you can basically soft lock a game. Where are you at? There you are. All right. And this is also where that orb friend came into play. So this is a puzzle to where we have to collect a certain amount of orbs in order to progress. They're spread out all over the place in this particular world here. But what we're gonna do here is go through this particular section to get the right amount of orbs, just the right amount to get where we need to go. We're gonna go over here, we're gonna grab this. There we go. I don't know why that wasn't working, and then grab that. Really? Okay. All right, that was... Apparently it didn't take it. All right. And then we'll just fly right down this way. And there we go. All right. There's a lot of you just maneuvering, learning how to properly maneuver yourself for this particular speedrun. Oh, I almost got up there. Oh well. All right. You can actually turn around that one and jump up here, but it's a really, really hard turn, but you can do it. So we're going to go up here. We're going to grab that one as well. And then down there with that green and kind of red stripe is where you're supposed to go, and that's actually a really, really fun and interesting puzzle to figure out. All right. But again, we're speedrunners. We're not going to be taking that. That should be all that I need. All right. So we're going to go right down here, and yep, that's exactly what I need. Puts us right back over here. And once again, another random trick that random pink bunny found. We're just going to go right down here to this corner and just kind of go dodge. Skip a good chunk of the second half of this world. And we're going to go flying down this way. Gotta make sure I do this right. And if I did it right, we just kind of sit here for a little bit until the right time, and we're basically out of bounds. And we're going to be going to a completely different section here to go back inbound. So if I did that right, I should not die. We go through this little black section, and bam! We're flying right back inbounds. This is also a somewhat tricky area here, because we have to find out where the right section is. There it is. There's a little tiny purple person right there. And that's my pinpoint to tell me exactly where I need to go. And if I pinpoint it myself good in the right spot, there we go. That is all of World 4. On to our epilogue. Now, you'll notice how this looks weird. This feels like the beginning of the game, right? The snowy area, the little tree branch right there. Well, there's a reason for it. So, we've kind of gone through this scenario once or twice. You know. And then we also I forgot to mention in World 4, we're getting the ability to have a little launch pad here, which we use extensively here. All right, and if I did it right, okay. Go right down this particular section. And we'll go through right that. But yeah, this is basically, it's taking all the worlds, putting them into one section, because, well, we've done this time and time and time again. And we have basically our next little bout of people that we have to have a fight with dissonance-wise, which is the Creator and the Destroyer. And we'll have an option. And I should have asked if we can get a poll up. If we could do Creator or Destroyer for the last little bit. I won't say who they are, but they are some famous musicians. But I forgot to ask about... Nope, that was the wrong way. Okay. But it's always fun to see what chat wants to do. Especially, can I take that? Yeah, okay. And safety, we'll go ahead and do that. Somewhat tricky here. I'll do the double jump there. And then the camera will turn kind of for me. Again, a little risky here by doing that. And then we dash, so we can get right back up there. You can take other routes. You can dash earlier and then do the double jump. That's completely up to you. All right, and then... This is kind of funky, only because... It's all about making sure you know exactly when to jump, when to dash at the right moment. I'm going to do that. And I think by dashing there, that should be fine. All right. Okay, yeah. There we go. Okay. And then I can just go right here. We'll put this right around here. I'm gonna do that. Basically get the jump, kind of give us momentum. Get the second dash. And then we're gonna wait for the bottom right for the load screen to appear. And there it goes. So we're just gonna reload back into the world for our last boss fight of the game. This area is called Judgment. This is a 2D platformer set in a 3D world, which means it will look 2D, but you are still in 3D, so you can move back and forth. Also, everything's on a time limit here. So they will disappear, they'll appear, and then disappear, depending on... Oh, okay, that's fine. I'll take that. Depending on time limit, so... Also, for what it's worth, the creator is Danny Filth of Cradle of Filth. The destroyer is Simone Simmons of Epica. I didn't say that earlier. So we have Danny Filth and we have Simone Simmons as our final bosses in the game. This can be a little tricky. Everything is kind of on a timer, but also by hitting the timer at the wrong point, you can just go ahead and not make it. Okay, there's that. Oh, good. For some odd reason earlier, it was not doing that. All right. This is the... Okay. Don't you do what I think you're going to do. Okay. All right. There we go. And then the last one is right here. And we get a nice little cutscene here. With such a great duet between these two. I joke that's all the times I've played this game. This is one of my favorite speed games. I'm a big fan of I'm a big fan of music games. So when and as a metalhead and all that, when I found this game, it was an immediate, I have to play this, I have to speedrun it. And it became my favorite speedrun because of, yeah, favorite, and then probably next favorite would be Star Ocean. Also, I love the size of all of them, and you know this being made in Unreal 4. Do I run Brutal Legends? I used to run Brutal Legends. I haven't touched Brutal Legends in a while. Mostly because it's the music in Brutal Legend is not DMCA friendly. So yeah. But yeah, it's all original soundtrack. Like I said, the soundtrack should still be on Steam. The game is less than $10 on Steam, so it's a great little puzzler platformer. I would love to find some way to convince Basecamp Games to give me a sequel. All right, and then basically we have our last little trick here, which is kind of... All right, and then we'll just make for a turn there. All right. So time will be, as soon as I enter the next cutscene, I'll go ahead and let you know. But basically, we're flying on over to this last little section here with our final save point. Because I guess if you want to play the last, like, 10 seconds of this game, they have a save point here. Maybe if the game crashes, they put a save point there as a safety. I don't know. Get ready for time. And time. So, I'll let this kind of play out. Thank you all for letting me showcase this fun run. If you're interested in learning more about this game, if you're interested in learning more about the run, if you saw this, it was like, you know, I saw a lot of people in chat that were like, I didn't know this game existed, I'm picking it up right now. If you're interested in wanting to know more about the speedrun, you can head on over to the speedrun.com and check out the leaderboards there. There is currently not a Discord at the moment, but if you want to, you can probably go to my Discord or Random Pink Bunny's Discord, or any of the other runners, and we'll all be glad to help assist you. I had to learn a little bit more about this from some of the other runners. Really fun, cool community. For me, I am over at twitch.tv/midnight_Vesper. That's kind of where I'm at almost on every single medium, if you will. So that's Karmaflow, the rock opera video game. The night does not stop here, though. We're going to have another cute little indie kind of game coming out. I believe Moon Studios is still indie. I think it is Moon Studios. Anyways, we're going to have one of our own, Richard, to come over here and showcase Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition. While we get all of that set up, this is a great opportunity to get up, stretch, hydrate. I know you always think hydrate in chat. But also a great time, get up, stretch, use the restroom, do all of that. And yeah, we'll be right back with Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition run by Richard. Stay tuned. Hello, and welcome back to the Bargain Bin, a show about speedrunning games all under $20. I'm, of course, still Midnight Vesper, your host, and we have we got a great run coming up here in a moment. But first, couple announcements. Do not forget that Awesome Games Done Quick 2023 online will be January 8th through the 15th. The games list for the first submission period is out, and the second submission, well, for the games released after September 1st, is now until the 12th of this month. Visit gamesdonequick.com for more information. Also, the schedule for the first submission period will be coming out tonight as well, kind of like a sneak peek of some of the games, how the games are going to look for Awesome Games Done Quick 2023 online. And of course, if you want to follow with what GDQ is up to, use exclamation mark links in chat for all things GDQ. And do not forget your Prime Gaming subs. Your subs, give subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel help support Games Done Quick, both with hotfix and with Awesome Games Done Quick 2023 costs. So please consider subbing if you enjoy the daily GDQ content. And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to press the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. Also, go to twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick if you're interested in looking at our live content, starting weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. And without further introduction, we have Richard over here showcasing Ori in the Blind Forest Definitive Edition. I'm really enjoying this rendition. Richard, how are you doing today?
Thanks.
Great.
Yeah, that's my best Airly Brighton impression. She is the singer of the main theme song for Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori and the Will of the Wisp. So, I just try my best here before we get into the 0 XP run.
Sounded amazing.
Almost as amazing as Karmaflow, the rock opera, which we just saw here. Very nicely done, Vesper, on your run, and I am ready to get into this. So I'm just going to give a countdown right now. We are going to be going in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, good luck on your commentary, Vesper. I'm going to rely on you when I do all the hard tricks in this category.
I'm going to do the best that I can. Coming from someone who owns the game, played a little bit of it, and is trying to run it. And the person who will be coming up next, Cutie Roo, is always telling me to learn the run.
I agree. This is going to be a little bit of a different run than you would traditionally see. Most Ori speedrunners do, except if your name's probably Sarah Barron. He's known for being a 0 XP master, actually. But in this category, you cannot collect any experience orbs at all in this game. And it is going to be very difficult to do because basically any enemy that you kill will give you experience. It's also a challenge run in that you also can't even pick up any additional health cells, energy cells, or ability cells. See all these orange orbs here? Can't get those. You have to avoid all of them. So, honestly, the beginning part of this game is one of the most perilous parts.
Also, a good question did pop up. Are you playing this on controller or are you playing this on keyboard mouse? Because I do know that there's actually certain tricks that are harder to do on keyboard or on controller than keyboard mouse.
Yeah, I'm actually playing this on controller right now. I'm actually destroying these 5 brambles here because later on I'm going to need to access that right area. You can see on my UI in the bottom middle of the screen I have 0. I need to stay at 0 the entire time of this run. So I'm going to be very, very careful whenever I destroy any XP. So I'm actually going to die here, and then I'm going to destroy these. Later on, I collected one. When you collect one, you gotta die again. So, gotta be a little careful here. Alright, that's enough for me for later. And I'm gonna be turning the UI off here so that I can make sure that I don't have to read through any of the text, because nobody likes text. If anyone watched me on Grudge Match the other week, I am deathly scared of text, so I try to avoid it at all costs.
It was fun to watch.
Yeah. You know what else is fun to watch? The Bargain Bin.
Yes.
Here on GQ Hotfix. I don't get to watch it as much anymore because we've moved days.
This is true, yes. I used to be on Wednesdays, and you were
Yeah.
the producer.
That was experience. You want to avoid that. So, okay, I said I wouldn't scream, but I was wrong. Okay, I need to make sure that 1 XP doesn't... the one furthest to the right there. I need to avoid that. I want this so I can save. I don't want to save right now, though. Oh, I do want to save right now. I lied. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You got this.
Okay. I do want to jump over that so that I can save. I can wait on saving, honestly. This is kind of risky, but you got to do it for the content, I think.
Oh, yeah. The things we do for content.
Yeah. Speaking of content, if you are content with this run, be sure to follow the channel or subscribe if you're on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Again, I'm going to die there so I can walk through that. This I need to be very careful about. I need to kill this enemy because later on... Okay, that's fine. When I leave this area, I need to have that enemy dead. Okay, I'm gonna kill this one first. Oof. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna drop down here.
Oh.
I only wanted to go to that platform. It's a very difficult category.
It's going to be a really interesting run, though, to watch.
Oh yeah.
So I noticed earlier, when you're using your attack, are you able to control where you can actually attack, or is it just based off of RNG, so to say?
No, it's where your position is. It's not. It's kind of where you are as Ori. I'm gonna wait for that 1 XP right there to disappear. All right. I feel a lot more safe now. I need to make sure that XP doesn't fly all over the place, and then we're good. We're good. Oof.
So what exactly, like, in terms of the plot, what was actually kind of happening? Why are we here? What's going on?
So right now, the entire forest is all dead and whatnot, and we are trying to, save the forest, be the salvation, because we are a leaf creature, and as a leaf creature, we want to, we care about the forest because we are a leaf. All right, die here so that when I respawn... Okay, well, when I respawn... we can jump like that so that we avoid having to destroy all of those. So that's... Even me dying those few times was faster than me destroying those, waiting for the XP to disappear and then come back.
I mean, I saw it the first try. I saw the first try on that one.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna drop back down here.
Possibly a wise decision. Just let them move forward.
Yeah, I want to get ahead of that slime there. And now, that Frankie is far enough away that I don't need to worry about it. Frankie being Frog Monkey. If you look at these look like... Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. All right, come over here. Come over here. Come over here.
Yeah.
All right, stay over there. Stay over there. Stay over there. All right, we're good.
There we go.
I want to collect one of these 2 energies. Oh, okay. This only has 1 in it. All right, we're gonna save with it. I'm gonna push this rock. If I had a little bit more health, I wouldn't have needed to push this rock, but that's okay. This is a rock friend. If anyone is actually curious, this is the one bashable rock in this game. If you know what the bash skill is that you get later on in the game, you can actually bash this rock. Okay, I can actually grab this health here, but I can't go further. that was scary.
Yeah.
All right. This one left XP here, the way that it bounced, it was a little dangerous, so I didn't want to walk too close to it. But we're good. We're good. Made it through, and then again, the fact that we destroyed a lot of this stuff. Unfortunate.
Ooh. That's okay. We get to see.
Yeah, the fact that we destroyed a lot of the stuff on the way in means that it's a lot less dangerous on the way out. But you still can die.
And that's okay.
Yeah, there's a nice relaxing category.
Yeah.
We only have relaxing games on the rest of today on GDQ Hotfix, actually. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, that was...
Oh, that was close.
That was incredibly frightening. Tried to get that health. That's okay. All right. All right, so we're going to kill both of these enemies on the way out here, and then we can... I can't collect this health above me, by the way, because there's 4 XP in it as well. All right, that one bouncing down. That's okay. We just got to wait 10 seconds, This is a good time to look at chat. Stay hydrated as well, if you want to stay hydrated.
Hydration is very, very important.
Yeah. Okay, now I can get this energy. I could risk that, but I'm not going to. We're going to be getting the dash skill. We're going to be getting the dash skill next. Once I get that, things will become a lot nicer because I'll be able to zoom across the map. I can grab this health here because it is health only with 0 experience in there, so that's good.
Now, I noticed you've been placing save points. Are there certain areas where you can place save points, or is it just all constantly throughout the map?
Anywhere in the map you can put a save down. You do have to be away from anything dangerous, such as enemies, lasers, like various hazards, etc. But yeah, you are good to place a save in many locations as long as there aren't dangerous things around you. Speaking of dangerous, every other Sunday here on GDQ Hotfix, we have It's Dangerous to Go Alone. You know what that show is, Vesper?
It sounds like something involving co-op.
Yeah. You want to have friends with you when you do your cooperative speedruns.
Yeah.
So that you're not alone. That's hosted by Frozen Flygon every other Sunday.
We have a lot of stuff here. And don't forget, they all start weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern, weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern.
I'm going to go back to this save well here to save after that cutscene. If I died, I would have had to watch that entire 15 to 20 second cutscene again. Of course, I don't want to do that because I've already seen it before. Really, you only need to see it, once or 100 times, really. You don't need to see it that 101st time. I did a quick run under that experience to avoid it.
I think right here, when I was trying to learn just the traditional any percent route, I was getting really frustrated about the lighting and such. Which, fantastic.
There's 2 experience there. This orb will make these platforms disappear, so I had to wait for that to disappear first. All right, this is okay. I am going to die. I am dead.
Oh.
But I don't have to watch this cutscene again.
See? Progress.
All this pre-dash stuff is incredibly scary. But once you get past this, it'll be a lot nicer. And dodging under that experience there. And I'm just going to wait a few seconds here. Take these platforms a little bit slowly so that this experience disappears. And yeah, I can save here. Pretty safe spot to save. All those lasers are insta-kill. Not like, most things aren't in this game, but, you only have 3 health points for this entire category, so you really have to be pretty careful with what you do. Alright, there's an enemy here. I need all of that.
No.
Stay on the platform. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm going to wait on this platform to start rising, and then I'm going to jump on it so that experience does not hit me. When I say hit me, I mean I don't collect it. It's not hitting me. Usually you're like, yay, I get some experience from things, but in this category, it's definitely a lot worse because it's just against the category rules. Obviously, it doesn't do anything to you in the actual game itself. But again, this is just a challenge category so that you're trying to not collect any of these XP orbs. And
that's also kind of shows the uniqueness of speedrunning, because there's a lot of games that you have like a 100% or an 80%, and then a lot of runners want to challenge themselves, so they'll create different kind of ways to play it and make it a little bit more challenging for them.
Yeah. You might say they're challengers approaching, which is another show here on GDQ Hotfix every other Friday. Time to stay hydrated, by the way. This is orange juice that I'm drinking.
I just have traditional water.
I do have water here as well, but I do also have orange juice because my sleep schedule might be very messed up right now, but let's not talk about that.
I do see someone...
But now we have dash.
Oh, nice.
What were you saying?
I was going to say someone in chat asked if I guess they ended, or this is the end. This is not the end for Hotfix. We do have another show coming up for She Is Speed. We have some great runs coming up for that one. We have Judy Rue in chat, who's going to be running, I believe, Unpacking. And then Dark Star, or
2 categories.
That's going to be Dark Star, yeah, followed by 2 different categories. It's going to be really fun.
You know what else is really fun? Hanging out with Vesper.
Yeah, thanks.
No problem. All right, I'm going to avoid this enemy here. Okay, well, I tried to. All right, I'm almost back at this health. Again, this health does not have anything but health in it, which is very nice. Lets me gather a little bit more. Now that we have dash, again, there's actually 2 routes to this category specifically. There's a dash route and a non-dash route. And in terms of speedrunning, it's not actually completely clear if dash is slower or not. But basically, dash is a lot less punishing because if you die, obviously you can dash to get to where you want to go faster. This health has experience in it, so we have to be very careful not to open that up.
I do want to give a nod to the soundtrack. Coming from...
Oh, shout out to Gareth Coker, who made the soundtrack.
Yeah. Really good job with using the flutes and wind instruments to really simulate a forest environment.
I agree. Yeah, Gareth Coker is a very talented person, and I've listened to this actually in my Spotify. This is the highest listened to soundtrack that I have. And for my 20s, the 20s decade, or the 10s decade, I guess, this was my most played artist in all of Spotify. So it's a pretty good OST, if you ask me.
And like I said during my run, I'm a big fan of OSTs. So
yeah. All right, we're gonna use this Frankie over here to destroy this.
Ooh.
Doesn't matter. We get a save here, and we get the skill. Charge flame.
Oh. So we get the dash and charge.
Yeah, but not charge dash, to be clear.
Oh.
That is a different skill that you do not get in this category, unfortunately, because that requires ability points to use. Also, by the way, I just noticed Unnatural in chat got to 42 months, Life, the Universe, and everything. That's pretty great. One of the chat regulars here in the GDQ Hotfix chat.
Oh, hey, nice.
I always like seeing regulars. Alright, we're going to be not destroying this thing that explodes into a ton of experience. Alright, this is where things will get kind of dangerous, and I might skip a Iceless, depending on if it takes a while or not. Okay, what I would love to do is have this one energy here, and then grab this energy on the way down.
Oh,
Damn it.
no.
Damn it.
No.
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 Alright, this is a more dangerous energy to get. I want it, I want it. I want it. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Would have been really nice if I could have gotten that other one now. All right, and now we save here. And I hope when I destroy that, it doesn't land on the platform, so I can then just destroy these, and it falls off. Perfect. I want this experience to fall off as well. All right, that's unfortunate. We're going to wait for that experience to disappear, because then I can dash jump from that platform the experience is on right now and get to the last or get to like solid ground, basically. So jump over this projectile, dash jump, and then I need to save this energy for Iceless, which I'm gonna give a good couple minute try for. It's a very difficult jump where you have to turn around at a specific location, and then you have to. Alright, we need to destroy this first.
I believe here.
Alright, I need to kill this other enemy. I don't know if I can jump over this. Yeah, I can. Alright, I need to kill this other enemy, but basically we need to jump up to where this enemy is. Okay, I need... okay, I really wanted to get that kill there. Alright, Vesper, if you have some announcements, go ahead and read literally all of them.
Yeah, absolutely. I got plenty. Do not forget, like we mentioned earlier, Awesome Games Done Quick 2023 online is going to be January 8th through the 15th. The games list for the first submission period is out right now. The second submission period for games released after September 1st is now open until the 12th of this month. You can visit gamesdonequick.com for more information. Oh, so close.
That was close. That was close. Go ahead.
And don't forget that the schedule for the first submission period will be coming out tonight as well. Think of it like a sneak peek of Awesome Games Done Quick 2023. There's a lot of stuff up on there. And also, do not forget that your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel help support Games Done Quick, both with Hotfix and with Awesome Games Done Quick 2023 costs. So please consider subscribing if you enjoy the daily GDQ content. And of course, we mentioned so much about YouTube. Hello, YouTube. You all are awesome individuals. Be sure to press that like button on this video. Oh,
Go. Just keep going.
I'm watching though.
Just ignore what I'm doing here.
Be sure to press the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel for those on YouTube. Also, head on over to twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick if you're interested in looking at our live content. Like we said earlier, starting weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. And this is a good opportunity when you look at Iceless. This looks like a really, really tricky situation. A great idea is, if you want to, we have this show called How to Train a Speedrunner, where they do kind of show off some of these tips and tricks and how you can actually do them and everything else along those lines. That is every other Thursday, I believe, at 10 p.m.
Yep.
Every other Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern. So again, we have a wide assortment of shows that have so many different categories. Like we said, She Is Speed coming up later on tonight as well. And speaking of that, don't forget that tomorrow we have Game Masters, followed by Time Capsule starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. Game Masters?
All right, I told myself I would give until Vesper finished these announcements to get Iceless. Yeah, talk about Game Masters, and then I'll move on from there.
Yeah. Game Masters is kind of a really fun way of, they have speedrun adjacent combat of content. Why did I say combat? I don't know why I said combat.
Jeez. we don't fight to the death on this channel, Vesper. I hope.
Well, they do. I've seen Fall Guys.
Do you die in real life?
I've seen Fall Guys on Game Masters, so there's that kind of combative mindset in there, you know. But they do kind of speedrun adjacent content. Like I said, they have, like Fall Guys, a lot of other really, really cool stuff. And then, of course, we have Time Capsule with Smooth Operative, speedrunning by the year. So they'll pick a year, and from that particular year, they'll find all sorts of games that are released in that year. So again, unique concepts, unique speedruns for all your daily, evening, late afternoon GDQ content.
Yeah, anyways, so I went ahead and just skipped all that section. Yeah, you can go up and around here. That's the other way to do this. Uh-oh. Kind of got caught there. I can pull this block a little bit further. But this is the alternative if you don't get iceless, which... Uh-oh. That's okay. You know, you might as well just go ahead and change that estimate to an hour 30 right now, Vesper. If you...
I have faith.
Could be so kind.
I have faith.
Well, I have realism. Uh-oh. Almost went a little too soon there.
A little bit of an Ori dance there.
But yeah, you'll notice here when we go up, it will be pretty quick to actually just go up and around, so. Ow.
So what was the reason you decided to pick up speedrunning, not just 0 XP, but just in general the Ori games?
Oh, well, so that trick is actually what caused me to stop speedrunning this game. So when this game came out, I was like, oh, this is really cool. It's like a nice, like, platformy kind of thing. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll totally learn that. And then Iceless happened, and I tried 8 hours one day, and I never got it. And I never got it till like 2018, I think, actually. But yeah, it was gotten out of the run pretty quick, but... Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Okay. I needed to dash under when I killed that initial enemy, but now I just kind of have to wait here until all these that give XP die.
Oh, no!
Uh-oh. All right, I saw one of the XP disappear, so I'm going to wait for the 1, 2 to the left of the enemy on screen right now to disappear, and then that should be all the ones in the background. So that one's still there. Okay, so now that it's gone, I should be safe to jump over it all. I only have 1 health here, so it is kind of scary, but nobody's ever died in this game, trust me.
No.
Trust me! Okay, that was scary.
As far as I'm...
All right, I'm gonna... I needed to hit and then dash there, and I didn't quite get it, but that's okay. We're gonna try it again here.
I mean, as far as I know, this has been a pretty deathless run so far.
Here we go. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. If you look in the top right corner, only 14 deaths. So really, it's like 0.
I mean, that's, yeah.
If you round down.
That makes sense.
Okay. I actually grabbed another health there, which is nice. I thought it was an experience for a second, but usually the experience kind of pops upwards, which is why it's usually safe to dash under those things. By the way, if anyone wants to see me getting Iceless, I did on What's Faster versus Dangers when I 2-0'd Dangers. So.
And What's Faster is about actually kind of random races. So they'll pick 2 games that are kind of different, or some.
Give me one of those.
Yeah,
I want one.
something similar, and then they will race each other.
Yep.
That is every other Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, right here at twitch.tv/GameZoneQuick.
Yep. All right, so this enemy up here will fall and then drop to experience. So we're just going to drop underneath that, and then we're going to go towards double jump.
And so the water, if you actually go in there, hurts you, correct? Or is it certain types of water?
Yep, that is correct. I got an early cycle there by dashing through those. We call these crushies because they crush you. Oh, I need the second keystone. I forgot. All right, we're going back. So this was a last-minute replacement run, by the way, and I offered so graciously to help do a run.
And I truly appreciate that.
And so I haven't actually done this category in a while.
It's okay. You know, speedrunning is not always about the PB. Though if you are interested, we do have another show called PB Precipice with that's every Sunday at 1 p.m. with showing you getting close to PB attempts.
Yep. Yeah, this is more of a mercy kill, which is also another show here on GDQ Hotfix. I missed. I want to get the last hit up on that top platform there on the right, so that any XP that flies up will not get to me because I'll be up there. So you'll notice when I get close to killing it. All right. When I get close to killing it, I want to do kind of like a on it to kill it so that all the XP stays down there and I am safely up here. And now we'll just wait for it to disappear. I don't know if there's anything more to the left of that other experience, so I don't want to risk. I think if I dash jumped from the top, I could have made it, but again, it's not worth the risk. This is a very risky category when you have XP all over the place.
Someone in chat asked what the theme for Mercy Kill was because we mentioned it, but we didn't mention the theme. The theme for Mercy Kill will basically, you go, if I'm correct, you go against your PB and you haven't done a run in a while, so you try to beat the game based off of your PB, if I'm correct.
Nope, you just basically play against an estimate. We have your PB play on screen just to basically represent you in your prime versus you now. And so it shows, how much your skill, might have deteriorated since your prime. And you're just playing against an estimate that is pretty close to what you think you could do.
Thank you for that.
Have there been any speedruns that you haven't done in a while, Vesper, that you want to get back into?
I've been thinking about that. One pops up. The first speed game I ever learned was The Bouncer, and I haven't touched that in a while.
I can't grab that. I almost grabbed that.
Oh.
That was muscle memory. I'm going to save here because I can't grab this either. Nice first try on that.
And what about you, Richard? Anything for you that pops out for Mercy Kill?
Yeah, I do want to do Mega Man 46 Robot Masters again one day eventually, but I haven't picked it back up yet, which is the first 6 Mega Man games. You try to just defeat all the Robot Master stages in those games. It's actually really fun. Owie.
Ow.
That's okay.
That was just a warp. That was part of the run.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just wanted to show that grotto skip there again. In other categories, you usually just skip this rock section by skipping the cutscene. I'm gonna actually grab this health here.
Oh, you were commenting earlier, by the way, not here, but before we got on, when you looked at the price, because
Yeah, this is $5. It's cheap.
yeah.
You can buy it on Steam for $5. I would recommend you buy it.
It is a really, really fun game, and it's also like a good type of challenging game as well when you first play it. Not overall
Yeah.
frustrating, but challenging.
Yeah, if you like platforming games and you have not played this game, I highly recommend you get it. This has experience, so I need to be very careful there.
So in terms of outside of enemies, what else kind of gives you experience?
The enemies and there are lasers here. I forgot. So above me right now, you'll see that orange thing up there. That also gives you experience, so you want to avoid those at all costs as well.
And apparently the lasers do not give you experience. In fact, they seem to take them away. Well, health.
You know,
yeah.
lasers. Yeah, I mean lasers. They're kind of like, if you think about it, they're your friends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Downside is I like to hug my
Alright, I
friends.
need to
I don't think
jump
hugging a
up
laser is a
over.
good idea.
All right, I need to avoid this thing. All right.
Wow, nice.
Alright, the little extra breathing you heard there, that's a common technique in Ori speedrunning known as being really scared. Alright, I'm actually gonna get this teleporter here, which I should have gotten before. But again, if you don't remember a category, you might not, remember to do everything. But now, we're going into the fun part of the game, the Ginso tree.
Oh,
Ta-da.
we're inside the tree now.
Yep. Pretty in here.
It's very pretty. And also, shout outs to the
Destroying
artwork.
this. Yeah. They had a whole... I don't know if it was like a whole team, but they had at least a few people working on the art in this game. I guess you could call it an art team. I just don't know how big it was. But yeah, they did a great job. And I'm gonna get that save down just next to this energy so that I can then keep the energy.
So is this game more just a traditional platformer, or does it kind of go into the realms of like a Metroidvania?
Yeah, people would consider this a Metroidvania. You get abilities along the way. Obviously, with the speed run and things like the randomizer, you won't actually need to get everything, in its intended order. But yeah, OriRando.com if you want to learn about the rando.
Do you participate in the having randos, Richard?
I'm not a big rando person, but you know, I appreciate people that do enjoy it. I like just playing through the actual game, but you know, that's fine.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned just there are people who enjoy the randomizer of this and like that. And if you are a fan of randomizers, do not forget every other Wednesday night at 7 p.m. we have every other Tuesday. Yes, at Tuesday at 7 p.m. is RNG. So that's all.
Yeah, show that you can
all about randomizers.
Watch randomizer content. All right, all this stuff deals 2 damage, so I have to be very careful not to get hit. All right, now we get bash. So now we can go quickly through the game and not slowly like we were before. That was what we call a sneeze, perhaps. I know it didn't sound like a sneeze, and I'm just making an excuse, but just trust me on this.
Okay,
one.
well, gazoon tight.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Danka, as I should say.
So now you get the ability to kind of dash in the air?
Nope. This is bash, which lets you basically bounce yourself off of projectiles.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, you go one way and then your projectile goes the other way. There is this thing called a double bash in which you can, that isn't allowed in this category, but it can allow you to go the same way as your projectile. That's experience there, so we need to avoid that.
Experience is not fun for this category.
Nope. Alright, so this, I can actually, instead of doing this entire warp puzzle, I can just carefully aim it. And I need to get it just... This one is not super precise, but... You do need to get it into the bottom there. But basically, you can just avoid this puzzle if you do that.
So when you bash downward, is that just kind of just getting rid of the situation there, or does it actually do anything?
There we go. Sorry, when I was bashing downwards... Oh, when I was doing that on the projectile?
Like if you were on the ground.
Yeah, when you do that on the projectile... Oh, if I was on the ground, basically, then you would just, you know, land on the ground instead of going... Basically, it's so I could get the projectile to go upwards.
Ah, okay.
Again, I want to go up, so I'm going to bash that down. Owie! That hurt. Alright, we need to do that room again, but that's fine.
I was about to ask if that was a cutscene, if you were just manipulating the camera.
Oh yeah, no, that's a cutscene.
You do kind of manipulate the camera in this, right?
Sometimes. Oh, I bashed that a little too early there, but okay, we got through.
Nice.
Alright, so now that we've finished this first room, I'm actually just gonna go back down here real quick. Just do a quick save here. And then we'll go back. Alright, now we got 3 health and an energy. I'm going to save again, so that if I die in this room, I will respawn here. Alright, so I do that. Nope, I want this projectile. And then I want that to live. There
Wow,
we go.
nice.
Yeah, there's another shot that you can take, but it's a little slower. And now we get some fun music. Shout outs again to Gareth Coker, making a sick jam.
Just want to sit down there and let the music kind of tackle its own right. And I take it that you can't, that basically that blue fire or whatever.
That's called water.
It's water.
Yeah.
Oh.
Blue fire. But yeah, we can call it Blue Fire if you want. That's actually a different indie game that I had on my old show that no longer exists, Testing Grounds, but you can find it on the GDQ YouTube, Blue Fire. But yeah, also known as water. Okay, that actually dies and has experience. You see in the bottom right corner there. So I need to be very careful because that could show up after this cutscene. It can rain down from the sky down onto Ori.
Oh no!
And you don't want that to happen. Yeah.
We don't want our experience to rain on us.
Yeah. Ori.
Ori.
Oh, I think I forgot to turn the UI on, so I'm gonna... Oh, wait, no, there I am. We're good. Okay. Now, there's a couple things that we need to do here. So we're just gonna do all this stuff right now. Boom, boom, boom. This is my favorite song in the game, The Water's Cleansed. Water's Cleansed, the music turns good. This has experience in it, so you need to be very, very careful.
Nice job avoiding it.
Right, that, and now I'm going to grab this, and now I have another energy here. And again, if you bounce, say you bob in the water a little bit afterwards, so you need to be very careful there to not accidentally get that XP from that health thing. But yeah, this is my favorite song in the game, and you know, in other categories, you don't actually get to hear this song anymore because the water's not clean in other categories.
Now, you did say that this was on Spotify, so there's a place for those who want to listen to it on Spotify. Is there any other places for those who might want to listen to the soundtrack?
Gareth Coker has a Bandcamp, I'm pretty sure, and you can just buy it off of that. So I actually have multiple collector's editions of the games. So I have the Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition, collector's edition that they have for the Xbox. I'm pretty sure that came with the OST in it. And then I also bought the PC like collector's edition that has some other stuff in it that also has the OST in it. It is a very good OST. But yeah, honestly, I just listened to it on Spotify. Which is kind of funny. I just own it in like so many different places.
Hey, sometimes Spotify can be the most convenient.
It is the most convenient, not gonna
Yeah.
lie. All right, I need to be careful of that stuff because that stuff is scary like that. This is just more content, more music that we get to enjoy here. So you're welcome.
That's always good. Now, I know this is also on like Xbox Game Pass. I think it's on the Switch as well. If someone, let's just say, had it on Game Pass, would they still be able to do a lot of the same stuff that you could do like on PC, or would it?
You'd still be able to do all the tricks. Xbox is different in terms of like load times are a lot bigger. Switch, they actually changed the saving mechanic on the Switch version, so a lot of the save-based tricks that you can used to be able to do in the run, you can't actually do on the Switch version. So yeah, that's completely different actually, which is kind of funny, and also sad. But also load times on the Switch are questionable. But they made it run on the Switch, which is, you know, pretty darn impressive if you ask me.
I think I own it on the Switch, but I don't remember if I downloaded it. Because I remember they had the Ori plushie as like a Switch thing, so you get the game plus the nice little Ori plush.
Oh yeah. Oh, I have a couple of those as well. I think you see Ori right here. You have Ku right here from Ori and the Will of the Wisps. You can see up here the art from the collector's edition. I put it into a frame. I have a lot of Ori things.
I get that. I think I have the same thing with, like, if I could get more of Karmaflow than I would, yeah. Definitely Star Ocean for me.
How much Star Ocean stuff do you have?
Surprisingly, I don't have the limited edition of the new game yet. I'm in the process of getting that, but I basically have as much as I can anything else wise.
Okay, this has experience in it, if I remember correctly. So I need to jump through that. And then I need to jump up here. I want this so I can save. All right, there we go.
No, I did talk about save, you know, where you can save and stuff like that. Are there specific points in the run that you want to save?
If there's energy that I know I don't need to use, I'm going to save. Just because I haven't played in a while. Here I'm going to be teleporting so I don't have to do a bunch of platforming that I already did. And now we're going to the left side of the map.
I like the fact that, you know, it's in true kind of Metroidvania fashion that you kind of go anywhere and everywhere on the map. You're not dedicated to going only one direction.
Yeah, no offense to Mario games, but, you know, again, you know, I'm going to the left side of the map. So, you know, I mean, do they use that left button at all?
I think in some of the later games they did.
Okay, nice.
If I'm correct, and I could be wrong, but I believe I was watching another hotfix show called The First Step with Kizaron and J-Hobbs, and they were doing a Mario game where you had to go to the left.
Oh, wow, impressive.
And The First Step is actually a really fun show as well, where they take speed games, or they take games that they may have played once or not at all, and then they just speedrun it. And that's every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
7 EST now, because we just changed times from EDT to EST. I don't think I actually needed to save there, but I just wanted to be careful. All right. And now we're going into Misty Woods. Nobody's ever collected any experience anywhere in Misty Woods, so we're totally fine here.
Is that a lot of concentration that kind of goes into that, or is it just kind of almost like a muscle memory type deal?
Well, definitely, as you saw earlier today, I have not played in a while, so it's definitely, you know, you got to realize when you see a glowing orange orb that you got to avoid that.
Unlike in a casual playthrough where you're going straight to it.
Yeah. All right, there's an energy on the right side here that I'm just gonna grab, because I want to feel secure in my decisions, and I don't want to go all the way back to the beginning of all of this.
Now I know this game has got a lot of color. It's very beautiful in its art. Is the color orange just mostly associated with either lighting or XP, so you just kind of naturally just ignore it for this run, or is there any other?
No, you'll notice that there is a fire dungeon called Mount Horu soonish that we'll get to, that also had, you were talking about that blue fire earlier,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Also known as water. There's this place that has red water, also known as fire in it, that we go to later. So you'll want to avoid the red/orange water.
I think the next time I'm able to go to like an in-person GDQ and we're hanging out, I'm just gonna go there and go to a fast food place or something and ask for some blue fire.
Blue fire. Uh-oh. I wanted that to jump up more. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just do this the way that was supposed to be done. That's fine. I don't remember. Did the front key come down here? No. Okay, we're good.
What happens if it did?
I would need to make sure that, one, it didn't die, and if it did die, I need to avoid the experience.
Oh, okay.
So... But we're good. We're good. We're making it through.
I like how an enemy attacks you and then you just kind of bounce right off of it. You just bash right through it.
Ow. Okay, that's fine. I just want to avoid the projectiles. Just gonna save here.
Now, in terms of a 0 XP challenge run like this, if you had to pick like a moment for like an Ori runner to say, I think that they may be ready to learn this particular route, would there be a good place like...
Sometimes you accidentally press down like that, and you die. That's okay. Anyways, yeah, if you were a runner and you wanted to learn 0 XP, it's because you want to play the game, and you just want to have like a nice relaxing time. I had a couple, places where I jumped and whatnot, but, this is not a category run by a lot of people. Dare I say any people, really.
It's fun. It's a good speed run to watch.
Yeah, but it's not... Oh. Yeah, it's just not one that's played by a lot of people. Alright, Alright, when these die, these spew experience all over the place. So I'm actually going to go over to the right. Oh, okay, that's fine too. Alright, I need to avoid all... Oh!
Oh!
No! I grabbed one.
No,
I grabbed
no.
literally one. I grabbed literally one of those.
Oh, no.
Okay, what I wanted to do was lure them both to the right side because I need to go to the left side.
And they were just following you.
Yeah. That was unfortunate. All right, this one we're not gonna let that happen. All right, I'm actually gonna use that to save here. See, now that I killed that on the right side, I can actually... I'm gonna kill this one on the right side too. So I can then quickly dash to the left, which is where this door is gonna open, and by the time I do all the whatever garbage I need to do on this side, the experience will be gone.
Wow.
That's what should have happened.
Yeah. But experience was like, nope.
Well, I'm like, no experience.
There.
So, ha. Joke's on you, game. All right, this part is actually very, very dangerous. There's 3 enemies here, and you might think, oh, 3 enemies, no big deal. It is a big deal. It is a very big deal. They will kill you because they are evil, mean monsters.
So don't hug them.
Correct. So I'm actually going to kill this one. It is still not over yet because there's 2 more. And I need to make a decision what to do with those 2. I might try to jump over both of them. I don't know. We'll see the positioning here.
My suggestion is to not listen to my suggestion.
Okay. That was good. That was a good juke right
Nice.
there. That was a really good juke. All right, I jump over those. Okay, that was way better than I had ever dreamt of this happening when I signed on to do this like an hour and a half ago. So that was incredible. I'm not gonna lie. That was really, really nicely done.
Claps.
I'm surprised at myself. So
This reminds me of this scene reminds me of Samurai Jack for some reason.
because of the tiki, the floating.
I
tiki
think
head
so.
thing.
And it's that and the like flame arms behind it just give me that vibe.
Yeah. All right, now that I've gotten the Gumon seal, I can now make my way downtown,
And you're going fast.
walking fast. Yeah.
And that's all we're gonna do with that because
Grab
reasons.
this. Oh, I actually need this to go down here and then come to the right. Yep. I don't think I need that. I think I need that in all cells. Yeah. I don't think I need that here. Again, I have not played this category in a while.
It's all good. Sometimes it's okay to do that. Just for speedrunners, take a moment on a game, take a little while, and then just say, no, I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna go for, a no reset run.
Yeah. Honestly, I did play some Ori last week. I had been intending to come back to this game, and I still do want to. I just don't know when. Because this game is super like, basically, of the people that I watch on Twitch, it is basically Ori people. I watch so much Ori still. Like, a lot of people have come and gone in the community, but if there was an hour's watched on Twitch, I would have way more in Ori than anything else, by far.
I don't know if that would be a really interesting thing, but almost like how Spotify does their year in review.
Yeah.
Twitch does that. You spent this many hours watching this game.
Oh, I did that wrong, I think. I don't have any energy. Alright, I did that wrong, so I need to redo it. I need to be a little higher, and I think I want to bash this enemy up top, actually. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I got caught by the lip there, which is fine. Just weave through that. These are slow. Why would I ever wait for that? Oh, so you might notice me tilting my head. It's because then I can see how Ori goes without having to think about it.
Oh. That's like playing 4D chess almost.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Whoops. I want to jump here. Oh.
Yeah!
All right, I need to go a little further there.
So what was going on?
Oh, actually, I forgot I could do that. I totally forgot I could do that. When you haven't played something in a while, you forget what your actual strategies were, but Now we don't need to do that at all. I don't need to fall that way.
You just decided to show us different ways to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all for the content.
You know, maybe I've just forgotten what to do because of the people that play Rando, you know, OriRando.com.
Possibly.
If you're interested in the randomizer, OriRando.com.
I need to do more randos. I need to learn more randos.
All right, now we're safely saving. Now we're going to orb. Get your orbs out. Don't actually use your 500,000 on orbs. On an orb, if anyone has that many.
Just type it in
Oh,
chat.
I'm almost at 1,000,000. 998,000.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
998,000 right now. I'm almost at the double orb.
You can double orb all the way?
All the way across the sky. Ow! Ow! Okay, no, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Lasers, be careful.
Oh,
Lasers kill you. Everything's fine. Okay. Okay. And I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a bit.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember when I want to do this.
Ooh, ooh. Wow.
Saved. Game saved.
Wow.
All right, we're good.
Very well done.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie, as some plumbers would say. Alright, I want to kill this thing, kind of. Okie dokie.
Nice. Very, very nice so far.
Alright, you should, by the way, you still should change it to an hour 30. Definitely not making the 15 here. Should make the 30 though.
I'm still gonna wait. I keep my hopes up.
It is not happening. Believe you me, Vesper. Alright, anyone that gets sad about things, don't watch that previous cutscene. I know it already happened, but just pretend it didn't.
Yeah, that's fine. Everyone just, you know, we all can pretend the sad thing didn't happen, right, chat?
There's not just one Gumon left, okay, chat?
There are multiple. There have to be multiples. No, nothing's happening to they're just sleeping. That's all.
Yeah. Like bears.
Yeah,
Hibernating.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, I didn't need this. Definitely didn't need this. So there's another category that's also really fun called All Cells, which isn't this category, which you do stomp on that. You know, I was just going over there to show you like what you can do with different categories of this game. Clearly.
Because there are so many different categories for this game. And on top of this, you have the rando, which we talked about, like an any percent, a 100%.
You have all skills. You have all skills, no out of bounds, no teleport anywhere. You have all skills, unrestricted. You have all cells. You have all cells, no out of bounds, no teleport anywhere. You have reverse event order. You start with the last of these kind of cutscenes, basically world events, and then you go to the first one, and then you beat the game. That one's pretty cool too. 100%. Kinda odd, but yeah, that exists.
So you may not have the answer, but when it comes, how do you kind of come up with some of these, like the reverse order where you start with the end, you know, some of the end game stuff?
I don't know. I didn't come up with it.
I see we have more blue fire.
Yeah, there's a lot of blue fire actually. Fun fact about this song, if you were listening to the other Escape music, this is very similar to it because it's just pitch shifted and added a flute to it. It's a fun fact because I think they ran out of money for making a whole new song. I'm pretty sure.
As a Star Ocean fan, I know all too well about what happens when you run out of money sometimes.
Shout outs to Gareth Coker again. Alright, so this is one of the skippable cutscenes coming up because it's too sad for anyone to actually look at, so we're just breezing by it.
Yeah.
What cutscene?
No sads.
What cutscene?
No sads here.
Only happies.
Chat have happy emotes.
You get all your pop emotes out.
Yeah.
I really like pop emotes. IAs are really good too. I love the IAs. If you have any of those.
That's one of my faves.
Alright, this is one of the few spots where you do want to be careful of XP. So this spider here will... Well, one, you need to kill the spider. But you also need to avoid this. Ow.
Once again, this
was
is
right on the edge.
This is one of those hard games that you want to talk over just because you just want to sit down here and just really listen to that soundtrack and just get immersed.
All right, so when this XP falls, I want to go up to the right here. Oh. Okay, well, that's not happening.
Oh no!
It's not happening. Okay, that's fine. And it respawned. Great.
How common are the respawns? Are they always that fast, or is it just happenstance?
No, it's just because you need to open that up.
Oh, okay.
Oh
no!
Unfortunately, we're gonna wait on that XP to disappear. Pearl will never find us. Where are we? Where are we now?
That's a great question.
She will never find us. Ha. Nice try.
I don't think we've talked about the artwork. We've talked about the artwork. We've talked about the music, but we've not talked about how cute Ori is.
Yeah, Ori is a cute leaf creature.
One could argue that Ori is legally cute.
Yeah. Every other Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern. Here on the Games Done Quick Twitch channel.
Focusing on cute games and cute and cozy speed games.
Yeah, I wouldn't categorize this under that category, but it is... Ori itself is cute. The rest of the game, kind of spooky, honestly. But... Oh, shoot. I am gonna save, actually, because... I want to.
So, what exactly is that? Is it? I'm assuming it's not an umbrella.
This is a feather.
Ah, okay.
It is a feather that fell from Kuro onto our body, and we're like, we'll use it because it's a parachute.
It gets us where we need to go.
That's the lore. That is the entire lore. I'm gonna grab these keystones really quickly. And I'm gonna save. Uh-oh. Alright. I'm not gonna save. I'm not gonna even give it. I lied.
Oh, you go.
We're just gonna save
there. You go.
All right, I didn't. Okay, yep, we're just avoiding all of that. Good thing we saved.
Exactly.
The value.
Yeah.
The value saved.
Saving is important.
Super value. We're just gonna go this lower way, whatever. There's an energy here that we will grab. Can I grab one? Can I grab one? I can. Now I can use this to save. Maybe later. We'll see.
So essentially you grabbed one just to save, and then you immediately grab the other one?
Yeah, so because I only have one energy that I can use here, so.
Okay, so you can't pick up two at the same time then?
No.
Okay.
To do that, you would need more cells, which I don't have any cells. Oh, I need to actually go back up there. I need this. Our tumbleweed friend.
Oh, wow. Good old tumbleweed friend. That.
Come here, health.
Oh.
There we go. And now, I'm gonna kill this frog. Or it'll kill itself, who knows. And now I will grab this tumbleweed. And I'm gonna wait for the XP above us to disappear first. Because it's kind of scary.
I mean, you got this. This is such a beautiful place.
Speaking of beautiful places, I don't think we have a show about that. But there is one called Going Places. And if you go places that are beautiful, you can learn about all the portable games on Going Places every other Saturday.
So like I said earlier, when we have a wide variety of speedrun shows, you've heard a lot on this one. And we're always live weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern, weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, this has XP in it, so we have to be very careful not to get it. Another place. We have to be very, very careful. Save. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Nobody's ever died
No.
here.
Nope, never happened.
Ha! I saved game. Nice try. Nice try, game. Thought you could kill me and make me lose a lot of time. Ha. There is something that I could have done with the tumbleweed there, but I definitely 100% forgot about it till I got here. But that's okay.
It happens.
All right, now that we're going to have a long cutscene here, I do want to ask you, Vesper. So, what is the most exciting thing about this run that you have seen so far?
Oh, the most exciting thing that I've seen. There's so many tricks. I think the most exciting thing was the prep for Iceless, actually. I know we didn't see it, but the prep there was really exciting.
If you go watch What's Faster with me versus Dangers on the GDQ YouTube, you can see me get Iceless and then proceed to forget that I didn't have an energy and then have to go around. But I did get it.
I was there for that. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that professional gamer Sarah Barron in chat? Professional 0xp gamer Sarah Barron?
It is.
Professional video gamer. Everyone go follow Sarah Barron if you like this category, because I don't really stream. Okay, let me reel that back. I do actually stream. It's just not on my own channel.
I mean,
So if you want to see me in chat, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, right here on the Games Done Quick Twitch channel, you can see me in chat, memeing away.
just like the rest of us.
Yep. All right, now that we have the fun stone, we can have maximum fun in this game.
We weren't already having maximum fun? I thought we were having maximum fun.
Ow. Nope. I just died to demonstrate how much fun I'm having now. Can you not see that, Vesper?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Look at this fun.
It's super fun. Just zooming right through, you know?
You know what else is super fun? Purchasing games for less than $20 and then playing them and speedrunning them.
This is true.
Is there any show that could maybe help me with that
Maybe
prospect?
Maybe this one, the Bargain Bin, where we showcase games under $20, speed games under $20.
You know, you can actually buy Ori for yourself and 3 of your friends under for $20 for $19.96 even.
And then you all can have fun and learn the run together and do randos.
Yeah. Yeah, OriRando.com.
Yeah. And then you get everyone together and you can all, like I said, with the randos, you can all get together and help each other. Because there are, I forgot the categories already with that rando.
That's okay.
A co-op rando, I guess, yeah. Oh, I see some red fire.
No, this is red water.
Oh, yeah,
actually.
red water. That's right, yes.
Red water. Yeah, this is the place I was talking about, that you don't instantly run away from everything that's orange in this game. By the way, thanks for having me on such last notice, Vesper.
Of course, of course.
You have now motivated me to play more Ori, so...
And
I don't know if I should thank you or if I should be angry, but, you know.
And I think I've committed...
No, this game is great, though. I love this game so much.
It's so fun. That's one of those, I keep on, every time I watch a run of it, I always tell myself, I want to learn the run of this, and I always try. And then I have my friends who, you know, will tell me at 3 a.m., hey, learn the run.
Oh, I agree. You need me to message you at 3 a.m.? Because... Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, my. Wow, okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay, no. Okay, this spews out 2 XP, so we need to be careful about that.
Oh, no.
Right there.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Okay, good. I'm gonna grab this energy here just in case.
I don't know. By the way, I don't know if 3 a.m. I'll probably start being asleep at 3 a.m. nowadays.
Oh, I was gonna be real close to 1:30. That'll probably be slightly over. Sorry for going over, but you know, that just means we're closer to the 10 a.m. actual start time for She's Speed.
Yeah.
Just here every other Monday at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Which is good, because then you get a good, you know, after the run, you get closer, we get enough time to, you know, maybe make a little snack. You know, get some more of that water and hydrate.
Stay hydrated,
yes,
yeah. Get some red water, even orange water.
Some red
perhaps.
water, orange water, blue water. But not green water.
You can put some limes in, slices of limes if you want.
Yeah, that would work.
But not fully green water, because I wouldn't trust the radioactivity of that water.
By the way, for the record, when I was saying the 3 a.m. thing, I was doing a long stream with a friend, and it was like 3 or 4 a.m., and I was tired, and so we all said, let's have Vesper learn Ori live on stream.
That's a great idea.
It was fun.
I'll even watch like casuals play Ori sometimes, because I just think it's a good game.
It really is. It's a great game to just sit down and watch. The aesthetics are very pleasing.
Yeah.
It's got that right amount of difficulty too, which is good.
Oops. Ah. All right, that was close. That was close. That's fine. Yeah. I tried to air dash, and I don't actually have that in this category.
Oh.
Sometimes you forget what you have. And I did just here. Air dash is only something you get in other categories.
That is true. There are a lot of times where I'll speedrun games out of my runs, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I don't have that here.
Yeah. And look at this. We are cutting off the water supply. Look at that.
Oh. We're just building a dam.
Yeah. The red water supply here is actually just spicy water. The capsaicin levels are too high. So, you know, we have to do something about it in this run.
Yeah.
We need to remove all the seeds from the water first, and then we can proceed. All right, so ideally, what happens here is I get this to go like that, and then crap. Yeah, I need this to be like over here or something. I need to not collect the XP. Oh my god!
Wow.
That is really scary. Not gonna lie, that frightened me.
Wow, that was impressive though to dodge all that XP like that though.
Oh wow, there's more. There's these three right here.
Oh no!
I collected it, and I think I die here. I'm pretty sure I just die here and I'm stuck. I don't actually know. We'll find out.
Oh no!
Oh damn it! Oh, the game saved too, so that means I need to reload.
Oh no!
This is 3 minutes ago. This is far away. That was almost clutch.
That was
almost clutch.
That almost would have been really cool. Yeah.
You know, I didn't want She's Speed to start any earlier, so I'm here to
make
sure we start on time today.
You just keep.
I am sorry, yet also thank you.
We're just keeping the schedule exactly how it needs to go.
Yeah. By the way, everyone, I want to give mad props to Vesper for being the showrunner that is most accurately able to get estimates for shows to be basically exactly 3 hours.
Oh, thanks.
Vesper is by far like the best showrunner at getting shows to be literally exactly ending at the 3 hour mark. Which is very impressive because there's a lot of speedruns out there, and especially with people going like over or under, you somehow manage to make it exactly 3 hours all the time somehow.
I believe that would possibly be from my experience in radio, back timing.
Yeah. All right, this actually spews XP out. I shouldn't be that close. All right, and now I just stomp on that one. We're gonna visit the other room later. That's why I'm going here now.
So they're just shooting not experience at you, but red ice cubes?
Yeah, red ice cubes.
Yeah.
I think,
Or more.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's all of them.
Maybe more like orange ice cubes. But yeah, they're ice cubes.
Yep. All right, now we're gonna go back to that other dangerous room.
Oh!
That's fine. It saves at the end of every room here, so it's really not a problem to die there. Only a problem if you don't finish the room. So I'm gonna save right inside the room that gave us trouble. You know?
Maybe a good idea.
All right, I'm gonna... Oop. I collected some, that's fine. I want to stomp this thing. So, okay, actually, what I'm gonna do... Hey, you come over here. Nope.
I saw in chat someone went off and said, you know what else is punishing? Puns. And I tend to disagree. I appreciate a good pun.
I'm kind of curious if any more are alive, but I don't want to risk it right now. There's like one spot that I can stomp there to... Alright, we didn't collect any that time. So
Good. The run continues.
And yeah, like I said, this run was going to be 145, right? To be exactly to
Yeah.
at the correct time. Yeah, definitely not 150 or 130.
Well, I never heard
it
that
this whole time.
I never heard that.
Yeah,
I mean,
agree.
I put the estimate as 145.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
because that's what it is. It always has been. The lasers.
Oh,
okay, yeah, I
gosh.
should have stayed on the ground there. Oh, okay. Well, I collected XP and died there. Because those enemies that fall, these ones, they give XP.
Oh, yeah.
Which is not what you want.
Could you say that the
I need to
lasers
stay
earlier
low on
zapped
these
you?
platforms. Yes.
Oh, wow.
That was scary.
Such clutch.
I don't want that projectile to destroy the that first platform there, because I want to use that first platform to make it out of here.
Yeah.
All right, we are stopping more of the water flow here.
That's good. I think.
The karma from flowing. We're
Yes,
stopping
there
the
it is.
karma from flowing in this rock opera.
Ah, because there's the rocks there. And the music is operatic. Maybe? No? Okay.
I don't think so. I don't think this is an opera.
I tried.
I will say it is.
I tried.
I don't want to do that whole room again.
Oof.
That's why I saved.
This is true, yes.
All right,
I'm thinking,
this is it.
could it be that since you're going so fast through the speedrun that you're basically setting this whole place ablaze?
Yes. Alright, I need that XP to fly that way. Yeah, stay over there. Stay over there, XP.
In this run, it's worth noting that it's that XP is not known as experience points, but extra points. And we don't want extra points. We want to keep the same amount of points.
Yeah.
We want
0 of them.
There you go.
I want 0 of them.
I heard someone say pun, so I'm trying to think of creative puns.
Now I'm just thinking of Ocean Week and the Monterey Bay Aquarium people.
Oh yeah.
I have so much appreciation for
There,
them.
yeah.
That's one of my favorite ones.
I love a good pun.
Shout outs to Underwater Pat from the aquarium.
Yes.
Underwater Pat is our hero. I want that energy, actually. Okay, I want that energy too. Here we go. Uh-oh. Okay, there's XP right there, but basically I just need to, Ow! Ah, that shot was good too, kind of, I think, maybe.
I thought it was good.
Alright, so that's gonna get destroyed. Ugh.
I just think
I need to remember-
I just think the rock wasn't there the last time. It's the
Uh-oh. I need to avoid that laser first off. Okay. Okay, so what I need to do... I need to bash this.
I agree with that one, chat. The enemies and stuff look a little too hot to handle here.
I got caught on the lip there. That's fine.
Aw.
Oh, I could have stayed up there. There we go.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's not
Oh,
over yet.
no.
There's 2 right there. There's
Oh my
2
gosh.
right there.
Oh no.
I need to wait for this to... Okay. So I want to lure them to the right side. Okay. Come over here. Like all the way over here. Yeah. All right. You just stay over there. That's fine.
Oh, that was close.
Oof. Yeah, those two each spew an XP out, and we don't want to collect those again. As part of the category,
Yeah.
we cannot collect any of that. As you can see by our incomplete wheel at the bottom. Just empty. Alright. Ow. That's okay. We're almost there. We just got this one.
We got this.
And nobody's ever died in this room, so we are completely good.
I mean, this has been a pretty deathless run so far. Very impressive.
Yeah. Ah! We collected that. And we're at 50 deaths right now. Yo, if we stay at 50 deaths, then that's like a nice even number, right?
I mean, it ends at the 0, therefore it could be, 0 deaths.
It can be even.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that was a little higher this time. All right.
Nice.
Yeah, fun fact, you can just dash underneath that. Stay over there, energy.
And then all of
There we
that
go.
red and orange water just goes right around us.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Oh my god, that was scary. That was
Nice.
actually scary.
Very nice job, though.
That was very, very not what I wanted, but, you know, we made it.
Wow.
Jeez, that was frightening. It's not over yet. There is still more XP, so gotta be careful here.
I believe we can get this. I believe. Oh,
That's what Kuro says.
it's a bird. Too bad birds are jerks. So what is the name of the owl again?
Kuro.
Kuro. Okay,
K-U-R-O. Yep.
gotcha.
She's a nice bird mom.
So she's just being protective right now.
Uh-oh. I got caught. That's fine. Nobody's ever died.
Yeah,
Nobody dies in this
no
game.
one dies there. We're still at 0 deaths.
Yeah, 50. See,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
a zero
there's a
in
zero
there.
there.
So,
0 deaths.
right. So this will end in like a minute and a half or so. But while I close out here, you know, we can end pretty quickly once time's called, which is going to be, you know, again in a minute or so. But I want to thank you, Vesper, for having me on last notice because, you know, you had some tech issues earlier. I appreciate being on. Everyone, be sure to follow and subscribe twitch.tv/gamesdonequick, where you can see me Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays in chat. Do not follow twitch.tv/Augendrucker. I do not stream. Warning, I do not stream really. So, yeah, don't follow over there. But if you want to be in chat, you know, right here.
Yeah.
If you're on YouTube, just press the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. I found out who did the thumbnails, like, for the videos, I wasn't subscribed. But you know how you can fix that. Just press the subscribe button. It's really funny, actually. I didn't realize I wasn't. All right,
Also-
so once, we're going to have the walk here about 7 seconds after that'll be time. What are you saying?
Now, where are people go to find more information about all the Ori speedruns? I know we've talked about OriRando.com.
OriRando.com actually has a link to the actual Ori Discord, so just go there.
Oh, okay. There we go.
All right, and time. GG.
Nice.
The sub 145, which is what I planned. All right, I already did my shout outs, but thank you very much, Vesper. I'll give it back to you.
All right. Well, thank you so very, very, very much. While we get things underway, do not forget that the bargain bin, while we are closing the doors at the bargain bin, will not end the GDQ stream tonight. It is going to be She Is Speed coming up next with some wonderful unpacking. Cannot wait. Unpacking is such a gem of a video game. But before we do that, we will have to do a little bit of a break. That's a great opportunity to get up, stretch, get some water, get a little snack, you know, get a nice cozy blanket for Cutie Roo's run of unpacking. It's going to be a great time. And well, thank you all, but we'll see you just in a little bit with She Is Speed. Stay tuned.